Aries, my apologies, Aries. We're having delays here. There must be a lot of people on live right now. And so no worries, no worries. We're gonna go ahead and continue. Whatever messages, um, how do I say this? What was supposed to had been. I'll just say this. The messages that are still accessible, we'll leave it at that. And so we're going to just go ahead and move forward, and we're going to and see what additional messages come out. What are the words of advice for Aries for the upcoming weekly? All right. You have health, blame, love, envy, and honesty. That's straight to the point. Upcoming weekly. You can't blame anybody else for your actions. Okay. This is a love-hate situation. Whether this is romantic, marriage, you're single, it don't matter. Family related, you fill in the blank. Your actions. You have to take accountability. You blame the people you love. So it's a you problem, Aries, in your upcoming weekly. You have honesty here. Even the people that are honest with you in your upcoming weekly, you're mad. You're not mad. You're blaming everyone but yourself. You're not taking accountability in your upcoming weekly. When it comes to this envy, it doesn't give me that you're giving people the evil eye in the upcoming weekly. It's giving me, Aries, that you're mad that people can't show up for you the way that you want them to. It's because you're not communicating right. Instead of asking, you're demanding. And it feels like whoever you are that's going to the doctor or you're wanting a prescription filled, the reason why it's not being fulfilled is because you're abusing medication. When it comes to being honest, you can't get mad if someone asks you for the truth and you're thinking because you tell the truth in the upcoming weekly that that's supposed to give you a clean slate. I mean, it's common sense. We're not supposed to hurt the people we love, but we're not perfect either. And it just feels like it's backwards. Whatever you do this week, you have to take accountability next week. So basically this could be prevented. If you don't want no burnt bridges, or if you don't want no problems, or if you don't want no hot mess, if you don't want no tension, then be mindful of how you treat. If you're when someone gives you something, say thank you. Be frugal. If you don't, if I give you something out of the kindness of my heart, don't abuse it and use it up and then turn around in 24 hours and say, hey, do you have any marijuana? No. And then be mad because I tell you no when I gifted you a bag of marijuana and you just smoked it up with the intention thinking that I was going to give you more the next day. So Aries, how you treat this week results how your next week is going to be. Now, I'm not saying all of you guys are weed smokers. What I'm results negative and take accountability. When it comes to blame, it says I accept responsibility of my well-being. So if you love yourself, you would treat other people differently and yourself, right? Right. Hey, Tarot High Priestess Ruby, how are you doing? So I want you to be successful this week and next week. I want you to be successful for the whole year. You're going to have ups and downs or whatever, but I don't want you to take it out on anyone. All right? Okay. Loneliness. All right. You need to spend some time alone. You do. You need to. You need to spend some time by yourself. Real talk, Aries, this week. Maybe your alone time saves you from, a bad week next week. But no, if you choose to be in your alone space, don't get frustrated and me and then come out of your isolation and start taking it out on everyone else. Because it feels like some of you Aries may ghost people, or you may choose to go in isolation. And the only reason why you're going in isolation, it's a game. I see an Aries isolating themselves just to see who loves you, and you realize no one checks up on you, so you take it out on everybody. Don't do that. This is not the time to play games, because it's going to impact your health. So don't play no games this week, because your upcoming weekly. What is the advice for the upcoming weekly? I'm okay. Today I celebrated National Black Women's Rest Day today. So I attended a retreat and it was good. I was able to reset, and then I practiced self-care today. I got my nails and my toes done, and I went and tried out some a Mexican dish for lunch. What is the advice? Peace and balance. Yeah, this week depends on how next week is going to be, Aries. Now, when it comes to balance, understand that you are not perfect. And if you're going to judge anybody, judge yourself. Okay? Because peace is important, and it just matters. I don't know if I'm talking to an Aries where, you have to have some type of disturbance just to have confirmation. That's your love language. Some of you Aries, your love language has to be some type of disturbance. It has to be some type of arguing. If no one's arguing, then that means no one loves, and it just feels like this is not the time, because it's something that you don't see that I want to look into, but I don't have access. Look at judgment. Yeah. You want to tread lightly this week. And you're being advised to just, if your love language is drama, you're being asked to isolate yourself. Real talk. Oh yeah, thanks. Sounds I know. I'm happy you're good as well. Hopefully I don't sound too loud. I pulled your I am message in part one, Aries. Let's pull a transformation card for your upcoming weekly. You have gratitude coming out again. So it feels like, this power, there's somebody at the head of the table who knows that an Aries, you don't mean to mess up. It's just in your nature, because your love language is it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not judging you. It's like a nitpicking energy. Like you have to rile people up, and this is not the time. And it just feels like there's somebody Aries that, man, somebody is praying for you, and I'm praying for you too. I pray that this week you have solitude, and that you're able to be open to this gratitude. Okay. And I hope that you have clarity and understanding that everybody can't, because whoever has this power, and they're willing to allow you to have access to that power too, this person don't play around. And if Aries, this is only 1% of you in the collective. If you touch someone's money, you better be you. It's kind of like, because you're their day one, you get a pass. But if you were anyone else, and I'm gonna leave it at that. At the bottom of the deck, Soul Solitude. Aries, I'm ending your message right now. I've been literally begging you. I don't beg nobody. Listen, what does that say? Soul Solitude. I literally was begging you to go in isolation this week to protect you, to prevent you from doing anything reckless. Whew. Okay, I'll read Soul Solitude, and then I'll pull a romantic oracle, and then I'll pull an angel guide message. Okay. So, Soul Solitude entails, it says, soul needs attention. There is a moment when it's important to get away, not just from the noise or the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace. And that came out in your words of advice, Aries. To find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for a soul solitude. This is a time to pause, take time to reflect, a time for you. In your first spread, Aries, it was talking about you getting yourself together. Romantic oracle, please, for my Aries. Romantic oracle for Aries, please. And let me explain to you how this spread is going to go for you, Aries, for your upcoming weekly. I will be channeling for those of you who are single, romantic, courting. I'm breaking it down, basically. Marriage, whatever. You fill in the blank of which one are you? Sugar daddy, sugar mama, courting, single, dating, married, divorce. I don't know which one, but let's go ahead and see what this romantic oracle is. Romantic oracle for my Aries in the collective for the upcoming weekly. You have heart-to-heart conversation coming in reverse. Everyone, all my Aries in the collective, you're saying you don't want to talk to somebody. You're saying no. And you're meaning it. It's very clear that you don't want to talk to someone from the heart, should I say. Like you're not wanting to pull on your heartstrings, nor are you wanting anyone to pull on them. And if you're another zodiac sign and you resonate with this heart-to-heart conversation that's coming in reverse, it may be a hard pill to swallow. Because if it's you that is wanting to have a conversation with someone, this person is clearly telling you no. Okay. If this is you saying no, Aries, this person may not want to accept the fact that someone wants closure. And a closure doesn't necessarily mean an ending. It just means someone wants to know why you're making them feel the way that they feel. Why? If this is you, you're wanting to know, why isn't it you? Why isn't it you? Why aren't you the one that's being chosen? And for pertaining to self, Aries, for those of you who are single, you need to work on your people skills. Your heart chakra is closed off. You don't feel, you don't see people, and you don't even see yourself. So when it comes to your upcoming weekly, you may feel a sense of loneliness, but it can be prevented. So I need you to be aware that you exist and that you matter. All right. Don't force anyone to give you closure. Do you hear me? I love you. Let's go ahead and pull an angel guide message. And for my Aries, where someone is trying to force you for closure, you don't owe them that, especially if they're the heartbreak. You hear me? Angel guide message. The universe. Are you ready for change, Aries? Because it feels like the universe saves you every time, Aries. Every time. Every time. Your name should be every time, Aries. That's what I'm gonna call you for right now. Every time. Aries gets access to power. Aries does what Aries wants to do. And the reason why I say that, Aries, is because you are the house of putting self first. So by birthright, you have that right to care less what people think and how they feel. It's kind of like you are the head of the rebels. So it's like Aries, it feels like the universe is like every time Aries. Stop abusing power, Aries. Real talk. Because it feels like universe is getting ready to put you in a position. Where is that at? What you don't see? Put you in a position where you are stuck. How do you get out of this situation? You stop playing, Aries. Some things, I get it, us as adult children, we sometimes we think we can get away with stuff. And sometimes when we know that we have, the right to do what we want to do, but in reality, we don't get to do what we want to do because everything comes with a cost, a price. It comes with the result of whether it's good or bad. And sometimes, the moment that we get comfortable is when we pay the price. So you want to be in this gratitude, Aries, and go into this solitude, and you be grateful, like for real, for real. And for some of you, Aries, this is redemption. All right. And pertaining to your angel guide message with the universe, trust the universe. Let me tell you what it entails for your upcoming weekly Aries, my fire sign. All right. Every time, Aries, no. It says there is no such thing. Wait, hold on, Aries. I'm just too whatever. There is no such thing as chance, Aries. All is well, all is guided. If you lose an opportunity or feel you have been shut down, know that this is the work of God and angels, and it is right for you. If you are wondering where you go from here, know that when you ask the universe for a sign, it will show up the moment you are on the right path. You are being guided by your angels to stop questioning everything that is occurring at this time and let this miraculous support you deserve. Trust that you are deserving of a good experience because you are, and the universe will deliver them to you. So again, this is confirmation of having access to this power that everyone doesn't have access to, and not to abuse it. All right. I love you, Aries. Don't forget love is kind. Don't forget love is gentle. Until we meet again. Oh, Aries, and just to let you know, readings are being released on the SGL Tarot Podcast too, if you want to check that out, all right? But you're not obligated to, but just in case you want any additional readings or messages, there should be some gems over there, and the links are in the description box. All right.